Okay. Hi, my name is Molly Ratt, and I live in Ronge, and I've been painting since 2004. I started this as a career in 2014, and I started doing drawings and stuff when I was just probably in grade 3. I'm trying to remember. And I mostly spent my time in the trap lane at Wapawika with my parents. And I did lots of painting over there and drawing because we had homework to do over there. And that's mainly where I learned how to do my painting. Plus, I got help from my late uncle. I forgot his name. James Ratt. And my cousin John Helkett too helped me out in school. So that's mainly like why I love to paint right now. Because I enjoy the view. I love the landscape and I just wanted to capture the landscape because it changes all the time and it'd be nice to take one perfect painting and for it to last. So that's why I enjoy painting landscapes.
What was your childhood like?
Oh, it was, I can't, well, I mostly lived in the trapland, so I did mostly cultural stuff and snared and trapped and hunted. We did long walks in the hills. Boy, those are beautiful hills. And that's mainly what I did. I spent most of my time in the trapland with my parents because they trapped a lot and that was the way they made money. So they didn't want to stay on welfare all the time. And, when we'd come back to school, we'd come back to school and probably for this late winter and close to spring. And then part of the fall, we would be in school too, and then we'd head back to the trapline. So most of the time it was in the trapline that we did our schoolwork. So.
What is it about the landscape that inspires you to paint?
Everything about it, it's beautiful. I just love looking at the trees and especially the clouds. I really love the clouds and the way the leaves change and how detailed they are. And I used to always draw leaves and flowers. Then I started working with branches and how to shape them out. I studied that a lot. And the clouds were my hardest part to do because you have to change the colors, blending them, just to try to make them look real. Most of the time I had it more like a animation or cartoony kind of artwork. But after that, I decided I want to try to make them look real. So I started practicing and I'm still learning how to do the animals. And then I got to starting on ornaments 2 years ago, and that was, everybody really liked that. So yeah, I just love how nature looks. I just love to paint it.
Tell us how you started painting. What's your process?
It's my process.
Like you use photos, real life?
Yeah, most of the time I use photos. At first I didn't use photos. I just came just come out of my head. I started off with that, and then people started asking me if I could do some of their photographs and paint them on canvas or any kind of medium like a rock or wood or a special thing. This one person, he had a clock with his late father on it, and there's a moose carving on it, and he just he wanted it painted, so I painted that one for him. He was really happy with that. And yeah, most of it just started because I really wanted to challenge myself with the photographs, and I kept working on that. now I'm getting a little better. I'm thinking about it by myself on how to do water ripples. So that's why I started working on a larger painting, although you can't see it, but it's right there and I'm still working on it. So I've been working on that for almost 6 months, 8 months.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I just hopefully I can get it done soon.
What do you do when you're struggling with your art?
Oh, I clean up my house a lot. That's what I do. I clean up so much, or I just start working on the yard, and or if I feel like it, I just study up on some images, photographs, and just try to study on the details. And then I take a break, and then I get back to my painting, and I start to remember what I'm doing, and I get more relaxed, and I just start working more and more, and then I just don't want to stop. But I get too tired, or I have to do something else. So.
What messages do you hope to get across with your art?
Oh, just everybody to see how I see the landscape. I just want them to enjoy it permanently on canvas, and because, well, like I said earlier, the landscape changes all the time. So if there's one perfect picture that you could take the photograph of that you don't want to lose forever, I'd rather just paint that on canvas. Yeah.
Do you have a community or network of artists that you work with?
Ronge Arts Council, I still work with them, and I haven't done any paintings in classes or anything. I was going to, I might do that in the future, because I am now I got hired as an educational assistant, so I've been asked by a couple of people to do some classes for art. So I'm going to see how that goes, because I've never done it before, and I've never taught art before, so this will be my first time. So it's going to be challenging, but hopefully I start to enjoy it, and I'd love to start having my own art class someday. So
What keeps you going, and what does your art mean to you?
what keeps me going is I just love it. I don't know how to explain it anymore, that I just enjoy painting. And I don't think I'll want to stop unless I can't see anymore, but hopefully that never happens. And yeah, I just love painting. I just want to paint all the time. It's my favorite pastime. And I hope I don't ever have to stop it.
I'll give you a piece here if you want to talk about it. I'm gonna start with this one. You can talk about how you live right on the water.
Oh, this one, yeah. This is a photo that my nephew Montana then, he took a picture of this, and that's right across the lake. I forget what the place is, Abrams Bay or Fox Point, somewhere around there anyway. He went with a couple of friends and he took this photo. So I asked him to if I could paint this and capture that photo that he took, and he said yeah. So I was working on this, and this is one of my recent paintings that I just finished. Oh, this one here. I started this probably about 5 or 6 months ago. And I just took my time on it. I just thought of it in my head, and I noticed I kept changing it over time. So, and I finally stopped about 2 months ago. I thought, I'm pretty sure I like it the way it is right now. I just had a challenge with the clouds, and especially the water. You can see the blending of the colors there, and the rocks.
Maybe talk about how you do the water.
Oh, the water, that's really difficult to do. Usually I start with the dark colors, then I blend in the light colors afterwards. So that's how I start off with this, and I just do those rippling with the fine the paintbrush. Something like this, if you can see that. You see it? Okay. That's what I use mainly for the waves. And that's how I get it the way it looks. Oh, yeah, my ornaments. These ones I just paint out of my head. I don't know if you can see that, but I got here. I got some northern lights that I just make my own way and try to capture the ones at night, but it doesn't work out that way. But I also add some cabins, mainly pine trees I like working with. I'm more comfortable with using that because my Uncle James, he always did that, and he kept showing me how to make these trees. So that's where I learned how to do that, and I kept working at it, and studying the trees out here really helped me get to make them the way they are, because not all trees are straight and same. Because I could see most of them, some paintings I see. And here's another one. I decided to work with something real bright and pink. I don't really like pink, but I like purple. If you can see it. Yeah, so these are some of my ornaments that I worked with, and I still have some commissioned work that I have to finish off. So these are part of it. So I got quite a bit of those to have to work with.
Do you work on one piece at once, or do you have many going at the same time?
Many going at the same time, like these ones all here, were actually at the same time. So
And your paintings the same way?
yeah, I do 2 or 3 sometimes. As I got 4 going right now that are put away, so that I haven't even started on yet. I just have a part of a few of them that are out of the Ronge area. So one of my back there with my son would put rocks up on a pile like the Inuit do.
Oh, yes.
That's what he did over there. And so he took a photograph and I said, can I use that? So that's the one I'm using too.
Do you prefer to paint dramatic scenes or calm scenes?
Either, doesn't matter to me. I'd like to work with lightning. I'm still trying to practice that. And I worked with one with an eagle, but I'm still trying to finish that one up because I'm still having trouble with the eagle.
Do you work mainly on commissions or what you like to paint?
Commissions, I got a lot of commissions, but I also like to do my own work. So most of these are my own work, so that I just showed. So
I think I'll show. Do you want to show that one there by the mint?
oh yeah, this one. This Patsy Chow is one of my friends, and she took a photograph of this, and I asked her if I could paint it. And that's at Nut Point here in Orange. So
Beautiful.
she took that one, and I was working on this year too. And this one is part of the art gallery. So, so hopefully it's not ruined that.
And what are you starting with your new painting there? You want
Um,
to paint on it?
yeah, really, Madam, she gave me a photograph that I'm working with right now. It's also of Nut Point, but you can see that. That's the one I'm going to be working with. So hopefully I get it done. You see it? Yeah. Okay, right. So that's one of them. And I'm also going to be working on another one from the Big Stone area that I took a photograph of. And it's with the dock and the boat. So it's going to look pretty cool once I get it going. I hope I can finish it in 2 weeks at least, at the most. Oh yeah, so please dry it. Hopefully I can get this right. All these fruit flies on. Oh, and by the way, this is a makeup brush. I use anything that I can that will actually blend it nicely.
Do you usually paint in an undertone like you're doing here?
Usually, yeah. I don't go step by step. I just slap it on and start painting from there. So this is how I'm comfortable with working. So I see where I need more work to do. You heard me.
Yeah. How many paintings do you think you've done?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I've done quite a bit. Maybe say close to 200 maybe.
I would think at least, yeah.
About there, yeah. 200, a little more than that. So I do have some on this one, two on display at the Motor Hotel, or they call it Motor Hotel and Suites. I have some, couple of them there. And what else? At the band office, I have some over there too.
Living right on the water must be very inspiring for painting.
Oh yeah, especially when you take lots of photos and just sit out there and relax. I have done that before. Like, sitting out there and just painting years ago. I can't remember what year ago it was. Quite a while ago.
Do you have a favorite painting that you've done?
Yeah, the one that really, the forest fire painting. That's where
Yeah.
Candace Reese, she took that photo.
It's beautiful painting.
Yeah, so she allowed me to paint it. So it's a beautiful photo, and I want to just try and capture it on canvas. And hopefully I managed to do that.
Beautiful.
And did you notice I don't clean my brush yet? I wait for it to mix the blends, and then I let it dry and then see where I made some mistakes, and then start from there and fix it up. Oh my goodness, goodness.
What kind of paints do you use?
I don't know, whatever I can afford. I guess this one, I don't know what kind these are, so I can't see it. Rose, it says. Rose Premium. I just ordered those from Amazon. And plus the ones you guys got me. I still have lots of those.
Is it hard to get supplies?
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. Because there's a lot of artists in town, and usually only want to paint from, get the paints from the dollar store. They're usually gone. That's the only place I could get them at first, but now that I'm ordering from Amazon, it's a little easier to purchase the real nice paints.
When you're painting, do you focus on a color or composition or a specific element?
From what I'm doing right now, I have 3 different colors, which is pink, purple, and blue and white. Actually, that's 4. So that's what I'm working with right now. 4 different colors. Until I use black. I just use black. I think I used black already. Make a mess of it, but then I can fix it later. If you hit me. I'm starting to stumble over my words here.
So this piece sold in the show, Church in Autumn. This small piece. Do you remember that piece?
wow,
Small
yeah.
Church in Autumn.
Yeah.
It's just sold. And the lady who bought it grew up in Ronge. So as soon as she seen it, she had to have it.
Oh, cool. Right
So
on.
that one sold. And then this one, Sunset on the Water.
Oh, that one. I love that one too. That was the first one I started working on that I actually managed to blend the waves.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I really like that.
That's a beautiful painting.
one.
Yeah, those both sold.
Yeah. Right on. Oops. Oh yeah, right on. I got it right this time. Oh, looks like it's raining.
So how long would this painting take?
Well, probably a day or yeah, about a day. It usually takes me a day to finish something like this one. It just has some basic colors or a few colors that I have to blend.
Do you find, is it hard to find time to balance painting and work and family?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Now that I start this job, I'm just all mixed up right now. Trying to get everything done, and I'm just trying to get all my commissions while I get home, but it's kind of hard to do. So yeah, it's kind of a struggle right now, but hopefully I can manage and get it all worked out after a while. Other than that, this is just how I have to keep on going.
What's your very favorite color?
Purple. It's always been purple. So I'm almost getting the blends right. I hope you can see it.
Very nice.
Yeah, purple's my favorite color. Never really painted purple much. So I'm gonna give it a shot right now.
Do you feel pressure to sell your paintings?
No, no, I don't feel pressure at all unless I overdo it and then I accept commissions and then I feel pressured at that time. But then other than that, I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
Do you know certain scenes sell better than other scenes? Like, have you?
Yeah, mainly it's just water scenes, lake scenes, like even in the wintertime scenes, those kind. Those are the ones I really like to work on. So, like this one here. This is a night scene, and still working on learning how to do the animals on here. But it's always of lakes. I really like making lake scenes on my own time without photographs. Oh yeah, this one. This is also another one. Still not happy with this one, but I'm still working on it. So hopefully I can get this perfectly done. I'm still just very I think it looks too messy. I just like to blend so quickly and then I don't pay much attention to it. But I like that one there. This one is also Tanyan Gordon's. And this one um, I saw images of the river and how it flows. So I decided to do something like that and try to blend it in. And I ended up with rushing water, which is surprising. I'm really proud of this painting. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's I love to paint. Now it's raining. That's one thing I'd like to challenge myself. Rain.
Mm.
Yeah. I'd love to see if I can manage to make a rainy day. Paint a rainy day.
Is there anything else you want to add, Molly?
No, that's all I can think of right now. This is my first interview, so it's really hard to remember lots of stuff. You can't think of anything else. Okay, thank you everyone for watching and take care.
Thank you.